Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic Dino action. Hopefully you're all doing well. I'm looking over at where my camera used to be. Switched it over to the other side and I'm in a different position. That's just the main change, I guess you could say. Had a great, fantastic comment that putting myself over on the left side did kind of cover up some of the lands, my deck, that sort of stuff, but mostly the land. So I decided to move myself back over here. I think it's working out pretty good. Just taking up some real estate. This spot, I would say, is probably the best, possibly right up in the middle here, something like that. But I still think that kind of gets muddied. Nothing really happens much in the bottom right about here, so I felt that it was time to move back. Great suggestion. I think it's working out. If you guys have any other suggestions, comments, criticism, always room for improvement, always happy to hear. Great ideas come from anywhere and anyone, not just myself. All right, let me turn off that game overlay. I use this, I took a screen capture of when I was playing a game just so I could, measure out, oh, how's that look? Pretty good, right above the lands sort of thing. That'd be kind of funny, bouncing along. Make myself the profile picture, the avatar. That'd be kind of cool. It's like I'm really controlling everything. Maybe sometime I could shrink myself down. I'll think about it. But for tonight, I'm going to leave myself right here. Make sure I turn this off. Yes, okay. Whew. That would be pretty funny. Especially if nobody commented. Well, one of you guys would comment if that was left on. But tonight, yes, Rhythm Dino. The namesake. Rhythm of the Wild. Oh boy. This card is fantastic. I haven't used it a whole lot in the past. It has often been a suggestion from you guys. It is good. I must agree. It's got great potential. It does get better the more you have. Multiple instances of Riot could mean haste plus 1/1 counter. Riot, for anybody that isn't aware, a creature with Riot enters the battlefield with your choice of a 1/1 counter or haste. Now, of course, haste, chances are we have haste on all dinos, or the potential with Huntmaster here in the sideboard tonight. If they already have haste, they just come in bigger and bigger and bigger. It's really nice having counterspell protection, although that won't show up too much. Maybe it'll show up every match we face Azorius Control or Mono Blue Spirits. One of those two. And having this thing plus Domri, plus Shifting Ceratops, plus Carnage Tyrant. If that's not enough counterspell protection, I don't know what is. There could be other creatures. Prowling Serpopard, which actually I'm going to highlight just before we get into things. That's always been on my radar. From Monstercat. One of those two. I don't have a single copy yet, but certainly I have enough that I could sink some money into that. Prowling Serpopard, 1 and 2 green for a 4/3. Fantastic stats right there. This spell can't be countered, and creature spells you control can't be countered. Lovely stuff. I want something that survives that Marauding Raptor ping. This would do the trick. Bam, we're off to the races. Maybe not needed, but I think it's pretty fantastic art. I did start off with Snake Tribal way back 15 years ago, and it's pretty cool to have something like this for that. But Snake Tribal is not in Arena yet, if it ever gets to Arena. If you're looking to really bring the pain against counterspells, Prowling Serpopard. It's super. Serpopard might just be the ticket. But we'll get back to things. Rhythm of the Wild. The idea with starting off Rhythm, there's the potential for haste similar to what Huntmaster provides. We got that going on. The 1/1 counters could equal up to maybe another body's worth. If we play 3 creatures after playing Rhythm of the Wild, 3 1/1 counters, 3 extra damage, something like that. That's at least most of the justification for starting off with this, but it is hard to interact with. You can't Fatal Push Rhythm of the Wild. Chances are most people aren't going to really have anything that will take it out. A lot more durable than Huntmaster. And then if we have a matchup where Huntmaster should be safe, or we're on the play and we just want extra potential for acceleration, we'll bring Huntmaster in, possibly take out Rhythm of the Wild or trim some other stuff, because Rhythm of the Wild, putting a counter on Huntmaster and getting it to 3 toughness after we've had a Marauding Raptor out, that would be absolutely fantastic, because the cost reduction, playing Huntmaster for 1 reg, as always, but with Rhythm, it does not die. Wow. Wow. That's pretty nice. We turn Huntmaster into at least a body. It's not a dead card with this. There could be other things that add counters, of course, but Rhythm of the Wilds, I love it. Domri, fantastic. Kiora, I think there's enough creatures that have power 4 or greater. Of course, Rhythm of the Wilds with giving them counters. Domri increasing power by 1. Some of these things that aren't 4 power, Marauding Raptor especially, could come down as 4 power with a Domri, with a Rhythm. There's a very good chance. Hopefully that happens. Of course, the dinosaur token, if we have Domri out, it's at 4 power, static effect. Then Kiora checks. If that creature has power 4 or greater, the dinosaur token does. Boom. We draw 2 cards from Regisaur instead of just 1. Otherwise, given a Great Henge to go, single copy, just a little card draw, since there isn't really any other card draw. No Ripjaw, unfortunately. Perhaps 2 copies of the Great Henge, a couple other things mixed in somewhere. Mana base, nothing too crazy. We're sitting on 22 lands at the moment. Bunch of basics, 7. Quite a bit with the combination of Topiary Stomper and Thunderherd, both grabbing them. I did remember Lair of the Hydra tonight, for all you folks that catch me when I miss it or wonder where it is. Still only have 2 copies of Karplusan Forest. Sheltered Thicket, I'm loving that. You know, if we draw it late game, cycle it away for something a little bit better, and it's a dual land. Alright, sideboard wise. Anger of the Gods, that still feels very good against those aggressive things. I do like 4 copies, but I wanted to make room to bring the pain against Karuga, Fires of Invention, Yorion, Fires of Invention, whatever you want to call it. Taking out decks that have lots of enchantments that are very painful for our game plan. Yes, Heaven, I did bring Lair back. Gotta mention it. It's an all-star, a fan favorite, I would say. Yeah, makes sense. I think, at least 1 copy. Sometimes I just can't quite find the space. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I should just always find the space for Lair of the Hydra. Yeah, Barrier Breach, enchantments, exile up to 3. Usually that's going to get the job done. If we don't need it, of course, cycle it away for 2, which means we could start off with Barrier Breach, although lots of nights have been different. We had that 4 or 5 Rakdos in a row, and then the next night, I don't think we saw him at all. Bunch of mono green, not a whole lot of enchantments, sometimes a lot of enchantments. So the format definitely is quite varied, I would say. And then again, the Huntmaster there, if it's safe to bring him in, we bring him in. And it's not instant speed interaction, but I wanted something that didn't fight, just in case the dinosaur is somewhat low power. Maybe, you know, they've been pinged by Marauding Raptor, something like that, and I wouldn't want to fight because I'd lose them. Domri's Ambush, and if something has Death Touch, Shieldred, we don't have to worry about it dying, because Domri's Ambush itself is the thing dealing damage. And we get to shoot a Planeswalker as well. Put a counter on so that power boost stays around quite fantastically. Yeah, pretty versatile removal right there. If it was instant speed, I think everybody would be using this thing. Definitely. Alright, I say we just jump into the games. The matches. Is that the right one? Yeah. I've done a different variation of Rhythm. Maybe for tomorrow night, perhaps. We'll see how things go tonight. Shouldn't be that bad. See if we face Mono Blue Spirits. I faced it tonight, or today, on my lunch break, and that was not a pretty sight. No siree. Ooh, oh, heaven. There we go. Lair of the Hydra, starting things off. Not too fierce empaths. Kind of awkward, I guess, but certainly could be worse. 4 lands. Feels alright. We can't... I jinxed myself. Well, we probably lost. If you go second against Mono Blue Spirits, that might be it. We do have Shifting Ceratops, so... they got the turn to combat research, so... yeah, that's probably it. I think so. Heaven, for a long time, I think maybe for the majority of the time, I was on this side, but yeah, I think it does make sense after that good comment.
Hello.
Not taking up any real estate whatsoever. You guys get to see all the stuff easily. Yeah, I don't see us coming back from this. Anything we play will get countered, of course. Shifting can't get countered. Now, I imagine... nah, I'm just going to decline. We already have Carnage Tyrants. Ghalta would get countered 100%. Yeah, if they get a turn to combat research or Furious Obsession... and you don't kill that thing ASAP, you probably die. It's a card draw. Painful. At the very least, Shifting Ceratops will be safe next turn. As long as we can hold up some mana to block the Ascendant Spirit, we should be good. Although we're taking quite a bit. We can't give Shifting Reach, unfortunately. Ooh, and there's a Ghalta, so we didn't really need the Fierce Empath, although I still like at least one copy. Can't counter that. Lights out. We are going to take at least 6. Possibly a little bit more. Ooh, okay, so 9. Well, Ascendant Spirit will power up also. Maybe tonight is the night of Mono Blue Spirits. Oh boy. Yep, down to 1. Like I said, they went first. They win. That is the most important thing, and they got the exact things they needed. I could try Anger of the Gods, but that's not going to do a whole lot for us. I'll bring in the Domri's Ambush, cut Fierce Empath, Kiora. 1 Domri, Anarch. I'll keep both Domris. Cut the Great Henge. Alright. Now we got some interaction. We'll hope for... hey, Victor, how's it going? How's it going? Kind of a rough time against Mono Blue Spirits, but that's guaranteed. Anyone that faces this deck, it's going to be painful. Just went to pre-release. How to go? Hopefully you opened some bombs. Definitely. Something foil, perhaps. Some nice artifact. I mean, nah. I don't want to keep that. Topiary Stomper is nice. It's not a shifting. Ooh, that is better. Way better. Send Ghalta to the bottom and we're off to the races here. Hopefully we can land Rhythm of the Wild, but with Mono Blue, they're going to have... probably enough up to counter it. If they don't, it will be very good. 2-1, that's pretty good. Diabolic Intent, oh, absolutely fantastic. Happy to hear. That's going to serve you well. Spectral Sailor. Spectral Sailor. They slap Curious Obsession or Combat Research onto it the following turn, and you probably lose again. Oh, they don't have it. Good stuff. Oh, at least they're not starting off drawing. Oh, Shiny Brotherhood's End, though. That is pretty nice. Mishra, claimed by Gix. Okay, but the Brotherhood's End. Fantastic. Lovely sweeper. At least we do get Rhythm of the Wild. They can't counter that for one. Alright, we landed the thing, one of the things we needed to land. Shifting will get haste next turn. Can't give a reach, unfortunately, but we will deal some damage. Oh, very nice, very nice. I'll maybe flesh out my Pioneer Dinosaur deck at some point, see if there's any different changes I want to make, but for the most part it would stay the same. I am very sad that I don't have Blast Zone. That is not fun. Not a good time. Hopefully we're not dead. Of course we'll hold up Shifting probably next turn. But 2 Spectral Sailors. And they got 2 Curious Obsessions. They're drawing 2 extra cards a turn. That's going to lock us up. If we don't get another Shifting, it's going to be painful. Even though they can't counter anything. That Faceless Haven would trade with Shifting, unfortunately. Yeah, Blast Zone would have been our ticket here. Yeah, if you draw all lands mostly, and Rhythm of the Wilds, you can't beat that. You should just beat them with Shifting, but sometimes that's not even enough. That deck is still my public enemy number 1. That has to go. Not banned, but I'm gonna bring the pain, better pain against that problematic deck. I wouldn't say hated, that's too strong of a word, but strongly disliked. My most strongly disliked. Goblin stuff, I wonder if they're goblins. Or maybe they're throwing us off and it's going to be mono blue. I wasn't thinking about going to the pre-release. Definitely Lost Caverns of Ixalan. I will go to that pre-release, 100%. Maybe film some stuff, perhaps. This is not goblins. Mono green ramp, potentially. We got that turn 3, lovely. Topiary Stomper. Get to 4, hopefully 5 next turn, but Topiary may be to fight that Paradise Druid if they tap it. Oh, it's this. Well, that's painful. Yeah, a thing with hexproof and they mutate onto it and you can just never kill it. That's not good. Yeah, mutates. Not going to be a pretty sight, Heaven. But we got to do something with someone. I'm going to go Domri. Even though we can't fight, we might be able to force them to attack Domri with the Migratory Greathorn. I don't think they're going to do that because that would open up Migratory to being fought. So I think Domri might actually be safe. If it's tapped, that thing doesn't have hexproof. Potentially we do see Ghalta next turn. Topiary Stomper going up to 5 power gets Ghalta right down to 2. Then we ramp with Domri to get the final 2 that we need for the Queen. Ooh, Gem Razor, that is not good. Exactly enough to take it out. Huh. That sucks. Oh, interesting. Good stuff. Good stuff. They goofed up, and I love it. It's a little bit worried. Phew. Oh, are they going to let us do something? Boom. Done goofed. Yes, yes, you said it, Victor. Absolutely. Maybe they thought Topiary Stomper could block, and again, this opponent didn't read Topiary Stomper, knowing that, well, it can't attack or block at the moment. Oh, yes. Yes, heaven. Actually, what is that? Oh. Ooh. Hopefully they don't have something that can fight with Death Touch or whatever, but we got Ghalta down. I don't expect them to do anything too crazy. Yes. That's how you do it, folks. But I don't like the hexproof thingamajig with Paradise Druid. Anger of the Gods, the thing... Paradise Druid itself, whatever mutates on top, is going to be out of range of Anger of the Gods. I would think GG, yes. Yes, absolutely GG. Don't think we need that. Domri's Ambush, yeah, maybe they have other creatures. Looks like they just stack as much as they can on the Paradise Druid. Maybe they have other creatures that don't have hexproof. Might not be able to target it. Barrier Breach, no enchantments I can think of. Not a whole lot of interaction, so Huntmaster actually could be pretty good. I'm going to cut the Fierce Empath. Kiora. One Ghalta. Let's bring in all the Huntmasters. Oh, it does, Victor. I'm looking for versatile removal. Domri's Ambush. Dinos. Lots of dinos can be so big. Kind of synergizes with Domri, Anarch, Bolas already increasing their power. Then the 1/1 counter, making them bigger. Effectively, we should be able to take out most creatures or planeswalkers that we would come across. Excuse me. Shifting Ceratops would be 6 power just with Domri's Ambush. I think that's quite lovely. Of course, Carnage Tyrant. We'd be well off to the races. For the most part, a lot of times I think Domri's Ambush could read destroy target creature or planeswalker, which is pretty fantastic. Oh, they got it again. Nuts. I'm going to risk it and hope we get a land that... Oh, almost spilt my coffee. Hope we get a land that comes into play untapped next turn and we can start swinging with the shifting. Ooh, they want to do something to Hunty. Oh, I like that one. Yes, cheers. Hopefully we'll be cheering when I win here. Kind of neat having 2 Huntmasters, of course. Well, I guess Migratory Greathunt just is never going to attack with the mutate until maybe it gets super big. Oh, well, that would do it. I'm not blocking, that's for sure. Pretty good stuff. The Gilded Goose. The goose is cooked. Hopefully their goose is cooked. We got Huntmaster plus Shifting Ceratops, which is pretty sweet. That could easily do the trick to see Ghalta next turn. Of course, we'll swing with Shifting. I like the looks of that. Goose would probably never block. All right. There we go. The right aggression. It may not be the strongest deck, but I think Mutate in general has some pretty good potential. There's a chance to be, well, it could be very painful when they kill your Mutate creature, the stack of all that stuff. Boom, victory. Yes, you said it. That was good. See if we face Mono Blue Spirits again, but you can see at least in that second game, if we had Blast Zone They can't counter a land. We could have popped it, taken out 2 Spectral Sailors, I think 2 Mausoleum Wanderers, a lot of stuff with a mana value of 1. I think I'm definitely missing that, especially Blast Zone also against Rakdos Sacrifice with all the ovens and that sort of thing. Gotta think long and hard about bringing in the blast. It is a blast when we use Blast Zone. But this looks like a very fantastic starting hand. Boom, I think, as well. Fierce Empath grabbing Ghalta, potentially. Cross our fingers they don't have anything too nasty. I'm going to play it safe with Thunderherd Migration here. No Censor. Jawari Disruption. Save your counterspell for... okay. Yeah, we see Yorion, so it's something enchantment related. Possibly Fires of Invention, I would imagine. But we got Barrier Breach coming up for game 2, so we should be somewhat safe. Safer. Oh, this is looking good. Definitely got to be Marauding to start. Hopefully they don't do anything to it. I think for the most part it's got to be all enchantments probably. Okay. Wondering what we'll play afterwards. Good stuff. They could sweep us next turn unfortunately, but hey, we're at 5 lands. At the very least we got hasty Shifting Ceratops. That's pretty good. 2 hasty Shifting Ceratopses. Ceratopsi perhaps would be plural. There's that fire. Oh, and they have nothing to play for 4. This is very good, I think. I'm going to go Domri. Could have gone Shifting. I don't feel like it. I feel like Fierce Empath. Grab Carnage Tyrant. Actually, no. I'm going to grab Ghalta. Nothing to fight. Ramp him up. Okay. Make him scared. Sweep us. Do something. I feel they might have some sort of sweeper. They'll play something, I imagine, at... Oh, Narset. I guess maybe they just drew Narset, because they didn't play her the previous turn, and they could have. We'll be taking out some stuff. I think so. I think so. For 1 and a green, because of the cost reduction from Marauding Raptor, search for Carnage Tyrant or Ghalta. I think it's lovely. Even with 4 copies of both, sometimes, many nights, we still haven't seen those guys. 2, 3, yeah. I can go Marauding for 2. Ramp with Domri. I can't do anything. Oh, Shark Typhoon, I see. Well, well, well. Shifting it is. Hasty. Now we're going to take out Narset. I don't like Narset. I don't like them drawing more cards a turn. They could draw that sweeper that I suspect is somewhere in the mix. Interesting. Should have known. Oops. Not sure why they said oops. Well, I can't counter, but we'll ramp anyways. Nothing to fight. Can't play Ghalta, unfortunately. Almost. So close. 1 away. Or it might have been nice. Definitely, but I felt better taking out the Wandering Emperor there. Not having to worry about a big shark flying, getting more counters, more powerful. Yeah. Oh, we just hope they don't... Oh, Agent of Treachery. Well, that's not nice. Yeah. No, that is not a good game. Well, I'm bringing in Barrier Breach. Yeah, that's nonsense, but sometimes nothing you can do. Not keeping that. Not keeping that. Nah, that's done. Yeah, it was quick, at the very least. Gotta look on the positive side of things. Even if it is just very minor. Maybe I should just start with Barrier Breach. I think Kruga, any sort of Fires of Invention list, that is becoming more popular, I feel. It's tough match. That's gonna have them every day, but sometimes you get beautiful hands just like this. Yeah, there's nothing you can do to Agent of Treachery. Lights out on any chance you had, but I see black. I'm playing it safe. We're getting more lands. Hopefully. Oh, no Thoughtseize. Okay. Well, Domri. They don't have a counter spell, fortunately. We'll ramp and super ramp. Hey, how's it going? Someone at the start? Yes, I would say. Been a little bit painful, but can't always be perfect and lovely. And hopefully they don't counter this. Brazen Borrower. Well, we still get the land. Interesting. Maybe just Dimir control. Some of the second song. Good stuff. Happy to hear. Happy to hear that's still going well, progressing. I'm going to try for this guy. See if they'll allow Kiora, hopefully. Ah, interesting. Very interesting. Okay, hey. Gotta try out a lot of different stuff. Figure out the right mix and whatnot. Experiment. Always improve. Dimir, Flash. Something like that. Yeah, that's what it is. Cockatrice, okay, I've heard of that, yeah. I love it. You hate it. I love it. I do appreciate the love. Thanks for that. Alright, Carnage Tyrant. He can't take that guy out. No siree. Lights out. This is definitely the boogeyman against this particular deck. No chance whatsoever. They're done. Gonna fight the Brazen Borrower quite nicely with Domri there. Ooh, and a Castle Garenbrig. Never mind, we can't fight. What am I thinking? That's okay. Brazen Borrower certainly is going to take out Domri, unfortunately. Anger of the Gods should be very nice with this Dimir Rogues Flash list. Hopefully we could dodge a counterspell, but for the most part, lots of things are 3 toughness or less, so it could be pretty devastating if we get that to go off. Sometimes it's Sultai, yes. Oh, Dimir Flash is very nasty, absolutely, but I am lucky, at least. Very fortunate to have Carnage Tyrant and Shifting Ceratops to start. The ultimate mess them up, I would say. They could have some just black removal, of course, taking out Shifting. Nah, we don't need a land. Let's try for something a little bit better. Oh, Topiary Stomper. Well, let's see if they let it happen. Possibly could have given Shifting haste, but... Ah, there's the counters. I don't see it that way, JDX. But you know me, us two are differing opinions, but we can still enjoy, have a good time, relax. Ah. It will get better, and it is getting better with the release of Brothers War. For anybody that isn't aware quite yet, oh, we lost a Shifting. 2 Shifting, yeah, that's not good. But yeah, with the release of Brothers War, we're getting gold packs. Every 6, I think you get a gold pack or something. Something like that. Hopefully they don't have Fatal Push for this Lair of the Hydra. 3, 6. We can make it 6, alright. Even worse, I don't know. I don't think so. I should have known they had Fatal Push. Nuts. I'll certainly untap Carnage Tyrant so we can block the Slither Wisps. But yeah, the gold pack I think is 6 rares from any standard legal set. Yeah, this is not good. Well, sometimes you just don't draw any creatures, unfortunately. Yeah. Standard, yeah, definitely. Sometimes that can be a pain, a thorn in people's sides for sure. Alrighty, 4, well, technically 5 pieces of interaction with Domri, Anarch, Bolas, but Domri's Ambush, 3 Anger of the Gods. Cross our fingers we see some. Oh, this is looking lovely. Got 2 lands at least. Thunderherd Migration, get us to 3. Yeah, hopefully. You know, we drop Shifting. I just don't think it's too much in general. Maybe I should play Standard at least a little bit. Just to see. Probably wouldn't go very good. Of course I'll be playing Standard with Lost Caverns of Ixalan. That's 100%. I think they gotta test the waters though, with things that disregard the color pie. If they keep it always the same 100%, maybe things get a little bit stale. For a game that's been around as long as this game has. I think it's nice and better that they push the envelope and test the waters. Try things out, even if it's going to be bad. Of course, the first day of any release, especially with Arena, they get infinitely more data than playtesting before release, so some interactions, they become extra clear. Maybe they should be more clear in play testing. Hard to say, but yeah. Mono black, yeah. Sheoldred is pretty good. It is good. Also, so is Bloodchief's Thirst. Whew. But we're going to be taking stuff out. We can play Carnage Tyrant. I'm going to do a little bit of setup. Before the Thieves Guild gets Death Touch, we want to take it out. And we want to take out Kaito. We still get Carnage Tyrant next turn because of Castle Garenbrig. That is going to... Oh, white? I don't know. I don't think they do like enough of everything. One or two things they can dip their toe into, something maybe they've been lacking for the past years or just never been able to do. Get a couple nice options, but it's not like it's a complete shift for sure. Little sprinkles here and there I think is still okay. Oh yeah, no, definitely control is needed 100%. Well, that's a fact of life. I'm just fortunate we got Carnage Tyrant and Shifting Ceratops to help against control. Man, those have been the saviors multiple times. Yeah, we still get a bit of damage through with Trample here. Ah, we lost Carnage Tyrant. Nuts. There's Ghalta, hopefully, eventually at some point. Which actually, we could get Ghalta next turn. We have that extra one. Castle Garenbrig for 6, plus 1 leftover mana. 7. Boom. Oh, got him. Good stuff. All right. Yeah, we'll just try for a little bit better. I don't think that's the case. Maybe you just have gotten a little bit unlucky. I mean, that's going to happen to anybody sometimes. It's just a fact of life. Never feels good when those things happen, and maybe they happen multiple times in a row, coloring an opinion perhaps, one way or another. Darn. Hopefully that's the only counter spell they have, and eventually we will be able to safely go Anger of the Gods. Yes, but wow, I just lost to Mono Blue Spirits. Absolutely, it can be difficult. Hey, bam, there we go. It is painful. Let's burn those counter spells and then we're gonna smoke them. I hope. One day here. Oh, phew. Okay, okay. They don't have a counterspell. This is good. Let's keep ramping. Anger. Well, Topiary Stomper next turn. Probably. Then Anger of the Gods. Gonna have to do something. Don't want to take Oh, yeah. Might as well stop the Thieves Guild. Don't want to take 4 if Marauding Raptor is going to die anyways. Let's save ourselves a little bit. Ah, good old shifting. Can't counter that. Hopefully they can't kill that. Ah, they got the Thieves Guild back. Ouch. Oh, milling 2 Ghaltas off the top. That's painful. We're definitely sweeping them coming up here. I don't think they've seen the fact we have Anger of the Gods. Pretty sure one hasn't been milled. We'll go Topiary and get to 7. Maybe this draws out a counterspell that they have. Okay, good stuff. Kind of. It did stop us getting to 7, unfortunately. Huh. It's hard to beat that financial greed. I mean, every business does have to make money at some point. You can't produce a product for free, but it's just how far will a business go to make profits for the shareholders. All right. Carnage Tyrant and Shifting Ceratops saving the day for us in that matchup. Otherwise, probably would have been lights out if we were playing any other tribal deck, I imagine. One of the great pluses of this deck. Oh yeah, absolutely. I think if I probably had however much it would cost to buy Magic the Gathering, maybe take it away from Dungeons and Dragons, but make some company billions. I guess Magic the Gathering would be billions. How many billions it would take to buy Magic the Gathering to make it better is the question. Kitchen table, I think, matters the most. Oh, I love that atmosphere as well. It's been quite some time since I've played kitchen table Magic, but I'm looking forward to it at some point. Teaching my daughter, I mean, she's only 2.5, but she's pretty smart, so that might happen sooner than I think. Yeah, oh yeah. Domri's a little bit rough. Pretty rough, facing off against what could be... Oh, Greasefang. We got Greasefang on the table here, folks. This is going to be a wee bit rough. At the very least, we get to ramp with Carnage Tyrant, so that's kind of nice. Will it be fast enough? I'm not too sure. We'll save Boseiju, definitely, to take out Parhelion or Sky Sovereign whenever they do get Greasefang. A 2-year-old genius. Well, maybe I'm not a genius. I'm playing one deck all the time, forever. Depending who you ask, that might not be such a genius decision. I certainly love it. So, not sure why I untapped that. That was not a genius move. Certainly not a big brain, and this is going to be a big lose. I think it is good for kids. I'm excited to, make simple decks for my daughter, and it's going to be a good time. Certainly. All right. Boseiju it is. Let's get that Carney T. Victor, it is a catastrophe. At least we brought the pain against the control deck previously, but this, not so much. Again, Domri's Ambush being sorcery speed interaction, it's going to be rough. Rough to say the least. Ooh. Sky Sovereign smacking us for 6 is not a pretty time. And all the kitties they can, maximum aggression, certainly does make sense. Pseudo Dinos, they should change some creatures, I think, to be actual Dino type. Don't think that'll ever happen, and this win will never happen, at least. But Victor, JDX, we've got the thing to bring the pain against the greasy rat, the greasiest of rats. We're going to burn the rat. It's not going to smell good when we use Anger of the Gods, but it is a price I'm willing to pay. Hold your nose. Mine is a little bit plugged, so I may not notice. Hope for the best. Of course, I don't want to bring in Huntmaster. Maybe they have fatal pushes, or they're bringing in fatal pushes or removal to keep us down. Certainly Rhythm of the Wild is going to be a lot more durable. Guess Domri could be nice. I'm just gonna hold out hope for Anger. Sweep the cats, Grease Fang if they've got it down and we're not dead right then and there. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm excited for that. Brotherhood's End. Yeah, that's what it's called. I don't know. It might make me buy a couple packs of the new set. Almost have enough for 120 of them, but I definitely won't use that much. Okay, that says certainly better. Definitely send the forest to the bottom. That's what we'll be grabbing with Thunderherd Migration anyways. Artifacts, yes. I think it would be a little bit too overpowered if it hit enchantments as well. That'd be an instant auto include for me. Just cross your fingers I open up at least a copy in one of those free packs that you get. You know what? We can go Thunderherd plus Marauding. I kind of like that. Use up all our available mana for the turn. Cross our fingers they don't have a fatal push for that thing. But if they do, yeah. Still could play a lot of things next turn. Or they could just Grease Fang and... oh, they milled 2 fatal pushes. That is pretty cool stuff. Oh, they have to have something that brings the pain to artifacts. The set is all about artifacts, so it makes sense. Some sweeper for it. Definitely. It will be nice, though, taking out all treasure tokens, all blood tokens, all food tokens. The Witch's Oven. Rakdos Sacrifice is going to be hurt. Jund Food, or Jund Food Sacrifice, however you want to call it. Going to be nice. Let's go haste. Maximum aggression, maximum power. Bing, bang, boom. I like it. We'll leave the Stomping Ground in hand just in case they have Thoughtseize and we make them take an extra 2. We're not dead yet, but Parhelion probably. I'm still not going to really bother bringing in much for Grease Fang. It is not common whatsoever. This is probably the first time I've faced it in 50 matches, something like that. Yeah, no. If they get a Parhelion, you're probably dead. Possibly some versatile removal that can hit Grease Fang, instant speed of course. There are quite a few good options. Some I've used in the past, but like I say, that's the first time I've faced Grease Fang in best of 3 in at least 50 matches. Gotta be at least. Certainly could be more. But I still think I prefer Anger of the Gods over Brotherhood's End, just because of the exile part. Maybe that's probably wrong because exiling, hopefully the hand gets better, but exiling I think is quite nice. Helpful. It gets around death triggers, which can be applicable in some matchups. No, that's not going to do it. When you get nothing, 1, 2, 1. Ouch. Well, we're going first, guaranteed. Oh yeah, I could see that. I think I would maybe go 2 and 2, something. Phoenix. Oh, definitely. Phoenix is much more in Pioneer. Basically non-existent in Explorer. I might have faced it once. Something like that. I could say about once I've faced Phoenix. It'll probably resurge at some point with different things that are printed. It's not gone forever, that's for sure. I don't know. Oh yes, absolutely tenacious underdog, not having to worry about them bringing that thing back, even though they have to pay 2 life, I believe it is, for the blitz. Sometimes that's not really a pain at all for decks that play it. They naturally do that sort of thing. Domri to take out Pout Collector. Kind of like it. Topiary Stomper. Yeah. I'm going to go Rhythm of the Wild, actually. Swing of the Huntmaster. We won't be blocking one of the Pout Collectors next turn anyways. Oh yes, it is. Well, this is the deck Anger of the Gods should be pretty good against. Domri plus Topiary does feel kind of neat, but Topiary is. Make them bigger even though we're not at 7 lands. Hopefully we get there soon. We can play Ghalta next turn, which is quite nice. And hopefully they can't fight or interact. Luckily it's not mono green snow, which I'm quite surprised about. If you're in just mono green, I would expect everyone should go snow. They looked at Huntmaster. Feels like they might want to fight. And they are using an Ixalan Forest, so this person's probably been around the block a little bit. Yes. Now we're going to go Huntmaster for 2 instead. Counter. Boom. Ghalta for 2. Lovely. Give it a counter because Huntmaster gives it haste. And we're swinging with the lovely 13/13 Queen. Bigger than normal. Oh yeah, no, that's I mean, they could print the same art, but I do like switching it up. Especially different editions, for sure. Maybe they're kind of incentivized to make a different art if it's included in a set. They want to stay on theme, of course. They moved away from core sets, so we might not see the same art much often anymore. Oh, good stuff. All right. Well, we got him. We got him. I'm liking this. I mean, they got the free win, unfortunately. I still think Well, seeing what it is, definitely get rid of Kiora. I'm actually going to get rid of Huntmaster. I want to bring in interaction for their stuff. A little more interaction. Rhythm of the Wild, kind of nice, but I'm going to prefer Domri just to pew pew, take him down. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. No Domri's ambush or anything, but does seem to be a pretty fantastic hand. We got Thunderherd Migration as always. Topiary Stomper well on our way to Carnage Tyrant. Turn 2 Steel Leaf Champion is never a fun time. That might just spell our doom. We'll give it an honest effort, but with him getting that free win, I mean, it's an uphill battle, that's for sure. That is the one drawback. Having some Dino that could nicely block and at least trade with the Steel Leaf Champion or something big a little bit sooner than, excuse me, what Topiary could. That would be welcome. We will get to 7 next turn with the land plus the second Topiary, so all is not lost quite yet. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. I mean, it is good for the opponent. Primal Might certainly does the trick. Yeah. Well, they went first. They had the fantastic stuff, and we didn't. Not much more to say. Could potentially bring in some more fighting interaction to do something with Topiary Stomper a little bit sooner, before we're at that 7-land breakpoint. I don't think it's that hard to find the set edition you need. It's never been difficult for me. I'm always good at searching, though. Here's our first Karuga, Fires of Invention, coming up. Fairly decent with the Topiary Stompers. Nothing for 2, unfortunately. All right. We got a slim chance. We're going first. Maybe a little bit slow, but sometimes Karuga Fires of Invention can take a little bit to get going, especially before they get Fires of Invention down. We got a chance. Yeah. If you haven't tried Scryfall, that is where it's at, 100%. It doesn't get any easier than Scryfall, literally. That's the only thing I've used for the past 5 years, I would say. Once I discovered it, boom. Done. What do you mean, the same card? Like collectors, set boosters, draft boosters, super duper collector's editions? Yeah, definitely sometimes commander cards, cards that should be commander, are in a standard set. They don't really match up. And they jam pack, yeah, they do jam pack commander kind of back to back almost with a standard set. There's lots of products. There's definitely lots of products. Certainly can get a little bit overwhelming for people. I can agree with that. Hopefully this is enough aggression for them. It is very nice slamming Carnage Tyrant hasty. You gotta love Regisaur into Carnage. Wallet fatigue, yeah. Absolutely, there can be lots of wallet fatigue. Scryfall is 100% better than Gatherer. There's no contest, I would say. Practice up a little bit, you will find exactly the thing you're looking for. Get good at Scryfall and you're laughing. Well, Karugga fires, Kenrith plus Cavalier Flame, that tends to do the trick, and you die. Yeah, certainly some of those companies have made questionable business practices. Doesn't mean you can't enjoy the game if you've enjoyed it for quite some time. You've been invested into it for sure. Boros fires Victor, yes, respect 100%. I've seen all kinds of variations of Karugga fires. All of them are painful, of course. Sometimes even barrier breach to take out fires of invention is not enough to slow them down. I mean, this is well, that's actually quite perfect. I see marauding and a bunch of stuff for 3 and 3 lands. 100% that's an instant keep. Oh, Cavalier of Flames is... I actually saw the post on Reddit, Weekly Movers, whatever it's called. Cavalier of Flames has increased quite a bit simply because of Karugga fires. This deck is on fire in a lot of formats, I think. Maybe mostly Pioneer, perhaps. Explorer as well, but you don't have to pay anything for Cavalier here. I'll go Rhythm of the Wild. Again, use up all our mana. Drop double Topiary Stomper next turn. Cleansing Wildfire. Oh, yes, that is very nasty, Victor. I've seen that a few times. 100% is not a pretty sight. Touch the Spirit Realm. Not going to be too bad. It's our first enchantment we'll be able to get rid of eventually. But I do still want to go with Topiary Stomper here. Can't attack with it, so we just make it bigger. And hope they don't drop fires this turn. Yeah. But yeah, that Cleansing Wildfire on the indestructible land is a very, very neat, nasty combo. Whew. Well. G, folks. I wonder what I want to do. Boom. You know what? I'm going to give it haste because I want to attack with it this turn. Boom. Man, that is lovely stuff. Get that counter again. We'll be at 6, unfortunately, but still pretty decent. Rem Carolus? Is it Rem Carolus? Something with a K, I think. But yeah, like I said, they just drop another copy of Fires, and well, I haven't seen these 2 cards in a long time. Yeah, Thunderherd for 2. We reveal Shifting. We get to 7 lands. Shifting's going to gain haste from Rhythm of the Wild, and we're off to the races. And we hope that we can get her done. Hasty Carnage Tyrant next turn because of Rhythm is pretty decent. Cross your fingers there's nothing too nasty. Yeah, that Rem. I mean, Devil Cavalier Flames is pretty bad, but they don't have trample. Topiary Stomper would just block them anyways. They've played 2 spells, so all they can do is abilities. Ooh. 3 or 4. Carnage Tyrant it is. Both Cavalier Flames have to block. for them to survive. Which is pretty good. It's nice taking down those things. Their back's going to be against the wall. Oh, Cavalier Flames, Terror of the Peaks. Very nasty indeed. Very nasty. Luckily, Shifting Ceratops has protection from blue and Karuga is part blue. We may be able to sneak past if they don't get anything too nasty. That's all but guaranteed with Karuga though. Unfortunately. Oh, anything involving Terror of the Peaks is not a pretty sight. They're still dead. If they can't do something to Shifting. Boom. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that will certainly do it. We're not attacking with us, so boom, we get a Marauding Raptor as a 4/5. That is pretty cool. Oh, infinite combos, absolutely. Terror of the Peaks will just one turn kill right there sometimes. Just cross your fingers we get a body next turn, or else it's lights out. That is not a body, and that will... I mean, I guess technically it won't do it, but I've always thought of Terror of the Peaks with Dino list. Yeah, you never know. That would be pretty sweet. They'll certainly play it safe and only attack with one thing. They know we have the potential for, well, it's okay. Yeah, that's how she goes sometimes. Lands for days. Terror of the Peaks or Sarkhan's Unsealing. 3 and a red. Whenever a creature with power 4, 5, or 6 enters the battlefield, you deal 4 damage to any target. If that creature has 7 power or more, you deal 4 damage to each creature and each planeswalker, I think. Yeah, hey, that was a good match. Definitely a valiant effort with that barrier breach. Down to 2, but yeah, sometimes there's nothing you can do. It does make me reconsider Thrashing Brontodon. I was using that Thrashing Bash last night, I think it was. Worst case scenario, Thrashing Brontodon is a 3/4. Could be a lot bigger with Rhythm of the Wild. But just starting off with that Enchantment Hate. Bring in Barrier Breach as well. Supercharge it. Give us the best chance against that deck. Whew, the Boogeyman. Also Mono Blue Spirits, but that is quite a bit different than Fires. It's going pretty good. Pretty good. Decent enough. I'm still going to keep using it for sure. Been a little bit bumpy, but sometimes even if you have good stuff, it doesn't matter what you do. I was thinking, I've tried Sarkhan's before, sometimes it's a little bit slow. Playing it doesn't have any immediate impact, of course. You have to play something afterwards to get any benefit, and that is kind of painful. It's definitely more on the fun side of stuff, for sure. That's a lot better. Solar Updraft. You joined at the right time. You get to see Rhythm of the Wild, I would think. Hopefully. One Marauding to the bottom. We need at least one dinosaur for Thunderherd. Oh, hey, that was pretty cool. Send one Marauding. Get one Marauding. All right. Castle Garenbrig enters the battlefield tapped unless we control a forest. We don't control a forest at the moment, so that's what it has to be. Likely we would have gotten a forest with Thunderherd goblins going first. Rhythm it is. Rhythm next turn. Ooh, we could get Ghalta quite easily. Ooh, this might be nice. Gruul goblins. I have not seen Gruul goblins in a long time. Of course, we're not going to be blocking. I think Ghalta. Oof, double Ghalta. Double. Wow. I wasn't going to be blocking with Marauding Raptor anyways. Those 2 points of damage might just be our ticket to win it. Oh, and we got Great Henge. Okay, okay. We won't exactly get Ghalta, unfortunately. This Marauding would be 3, 4 there, plus 5, 9. Yeah. So we can't quite get the Queen. If I do get lands, we should get the Queen next turn, I would hope. Mono red goblin from oh, nasty. Absolutely nasty. Painful stuff for sure. Now we need the counter to increase total power. Haste might have been nice. It would have only been an extra 2 damage that we'd get on the opponent. Ah, yikes. Well, it might be nastier than that deck, I would say. Gruul, goblins, splashing green. Well, lights out on our chances. Yeah, that's not happening. Oh, it very much was, yes. Oh. Painful stuff, but we've got Anger of the Gods. There you go. Does the trick against a deck like this. Just a hunch. Yeah. Interesting. I don't know if Victor, anybody else watching, I'm not entirely sold on Anger being good against this deck. Weigh my options. I probably shouldn't have brought it in. How did I think about it? That's a joke for anybody that was wondering. Pretty good stuff. I can keep a straight face for just about anything. Oh, this is beautiful. We've got Anger. We got Topiary Stomper. We're looking pretty. It's taken a lot of practice. You have to, like a con man, even though I'm not a con man, but I use that example. Con men, the best, actually believe what they say. That's how they get people on their sides, whether or not it's true. If you believe it, you can speak with confidence and help other people believe it. I've never said dinos are the best because that's simply not true. I'd never say that, but I love them the most. I'll keep sticking with them, even when nights are rough, like tonight. A wee bit rough. Nah, we'll keep up with the ramp. Drop Rhythm of the Wild, do some setup. Definitely Anger of the Gods to take out one Battle Cry Goblin is not enough value. I will be the king of dad jokes. I will try. Grumgully. I figured Grumgully was in the mix from Eldraine. Each other non-human creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter. Dinosaurs are non-humans. I've actually considered Grumgully in dinosaurs. I think I really should start using Grumgully in dinosaurs. Rhythm of the Wild, adding counters. Grumgully, 1 copy or 2. Dino Gully. Like Fern Gully, but dinosaurs. Oh, such a cool name. Absolutely. No, what am I thinking? Domri. We're sitting at 3. His ramp. gets to 4 for shifting. Boom. I'll get that counter on it. Make Shifting Ceratops a 7/5, which is pretty fantastic. Goblin Chain Whirler, that's a little painful. Unfortunately, we do stop some stuff. Definitely Domri. Fight that Chain Whirler. Boom. I want Hasty Ghalta. I like Hasty Ghalta. Oh, smoked. I don't know. I imagine I'm about to find out. I guess if it's a joke nobody else finds funny, that would probably be when it's apparent. Apparently, I have to brush up on my dad jokes. That's pretty good. Hopefully we see an Anger of the Gods soon, though. That's the win for us. We didn't have to reveal Anger of the Gods, actually. We didn't use it last game, so we might be able to get a surprise on them. Hopefully before they drop another Lord in. Well, Battle Cry Goblin would drop still, as long as we take out Rundevelt. I don't know why I say it in a German way, but Rundevelt Hordemaster. I'm going to save that for my kids. Absolutely. They're going to get annoyed, but maybe I will convert them. Our whole family is going to start saying jokes. It's going to be joke soup. But I wonder what they're going to do for 4. They have 1 green. I don't know. I don't know anything that's going to happen right now. Gee. I'm going to collect my thoughts in your guys' company, and we shall see. A long time ago. Okay. I started on the dark side. Actually, more of the gray side. A light Jedi. Oh, wow. What is that card? Have we ever seen it before? I mean, we're not dead, but it's not looking too good. That might do it. Who do they attack with? That's the thing. Oh, I see. Well. Oh, they're 3. What am I thinking? Yeah. Oh, I think Collected Company is, well, it's fantastic for merfolk, for goblins, anything that's low goblins. Usually don't go into green, but I think everybody probably should splash green for Collected Company. It's very easy. You only need 1 source of it, and insane. Fantastic potential for anything cheap. It doesn't work for dinos, unfortunately. Storm the Festival certainly is the better option to barf stuff. If you're looking to check the top and barf some permanents, Storm the Festival is what you want to do for dinos. I'm surprised that we don't see Collected Company more often. Of course, there's Celestia Humans, Celestia Aggro, I guess it would be, with Collected Company. Humans in general, they can make pretty good use of that. Depends if you have enough fantastic enter the battlefield effects attached to that tribe or bunch of creatures course, you want to maximize the hits on Collected Company, having as many creatures as possible. Maybe Collected Company being the only non-creature spell in the deck sometimes. Metalwork I don't like Metalwork Colossus, Victor. Yeah, that thing, it scares me. I faced it rarely, but when I have, yikes. Very, very nasty. Luckily, you know, we're getting some in artifact hate. Of course, Thrashing Brontodon, if something like that becomes more popular, but something artifact related is definitely going to creep up. It has been pretty fantastic tonight, I must say. A super wide range of stuff. It's not 4 Rakdos in a row, I'll tell you that. No siree. I don't think they can do anything to it for one. At least we're on the play, and hopefully Shifting survives after it's been pinged by Marauding. Yorion Fires of Invention. Maybe something elemental related. Let's cross our fingers and hope they don't have something that deals 2 damage at instant speed to take out Shifting. Hopefully this thing shifts our chances. I jinx myself. I do that all the time. Stomp. Stomp. I say stomp. Gotta be stomp. Well, voltage, huh? I mean, we still get a little benefit. We paid 1 and 2 green to do 2 damage to the opponent. That is not a good rate at all. That is actually completely terrible. But it's not nothing. If Shifting just died and, well, as it sometimes happens, painful. Hopefully they don't have another one of those. Swing for the fences. Stomp or another voltage surge. I don't know why I can't pronounce it. Voltage surge. Voltage. Voltage? The thing can't block it. Nope. Nope. Somebody is getting schooled in how protection works, which is pretty cool. Protection, of course, is not very common on most stuff. Ghalta next turn? If they haven't swept us or done something painful. Oh, good. Right, now we got questions to answer. We didn't see a whole lot. I think it's Transmogrify or Indomitable Creativity. They're going to sacrifice treasures and or creatures to cheat out something. I think. When I see something like Voltage Surge, that makes me suspect cheating out nasty things from their library. I'm going to go with Transmogrify or Indomitable Creativity. Anger of the Gods could help sweep those little tokens that they're looking to Transmogrify. It won't be super helpful. Barrier Breach, if it is something fires related, just to play it safe. Again, the cycling, if it's not fires, that's alright. It's not dead in our hand. Could have maybe brought in Huntmaster. Gone a little bit more aggressive. Taking a chance. Certainly that's a keeper. Double Thunderherd Migration should be very nice. Even though they don't have a lot of counter spells, if they sweep us and do nasty things, Rhythm of the Wild might help us recover pretty well. Just having stuff with haste is... Oh! Alright. Well, certainly Karplusan. Save Boseiju as much as possible. Just in case it is the nasty stuff. Sensor. Juari Disruption. Well, no, I guess it makes sense. It's all enchantments. Whenever I see blue and something else, I still always assume it's something like Sensor. Something for 2. That makes us shed a tear because they stopped our nice stable ramp. Well, it's definitely got to be Topiary Stomper. We couldn't have gone Thunderherd plus something else. We're going to go Boseiju. Get to 5 lands. That's going to be big. Rhythm plus Thunderherd next turn, but maybe just Regisaur. Still, getting to 7 would be nice. If we draw a land, use Thunderherd to get to the 7th one and attack. Fires of Invention. They got 4. Let's do it. The Crowan War, that's not really doing a whole lot for them. They can't attack, they can't block with it. Huh, but it's very interesting. I've started seeing the Crowan War more. Hopefully they don't steal Ghalta at some point. Gotta do something sometime though. Thunderherd for 2 though. I like it. Plus the good old rhythm. Do a little bit of setup. Definitely, Carnage Tyrant will be nice in the face of this Crowan War. They can never steal him because of the hexproof. Ooh, yes, it's a cheaty thing. Cheating stuff. Hey. Hopefully it's not bad, but Titan of Industry certainly is not great. That does suck. The Crowan War stealing some nice creature. Maybe they get to attack with it, and then with Luca they just cheat out the big Titan of Industry and probably win after that. Right. Regisaur it is. We hope for... Oh yeah, it has to attack. Yeah. We're not busting through that. That's not happening. Right. We know what it's all about. I guess Domri's ambush could take out Luca hitting creatures or planeswalkers, which is pretty nice. I still like Barrier Breach. No, I'm going to cut Barrier Breach in favor of Domri. I don't think it's Fires of Invention. It could still be Fires mixed in somewhere, some more enchantments or whatever, but Yorion definitely abusing the enter the battlefield effects of Titan of Industry. That gets out of control, making another Rhino dude gaining life or destroying a enchantment. Or putting a shield counter on itself. Ouch. I imagine there might be Transmogrify in here as well. Just jam... Oh, that's actually quite good. Hopefully they don't have removal, but I know it should have been Topiary Stomper first, actually. What are they going to do? Interesting. Maybe take out this Marauding Raptor that's ping stuff already, just because it's going to be swinging as 6 power. But definitely should have been this Topiary Stomper first. It would have stuck around. Whether or not we get to 7 lands is another story, but it still would have stuck around. Grab another Source Red just on the off chance we might need it. Playing Domri and Domri's Ambush in a turn, or 2 Domri's Ambush. We open up the possibility of that. I would say both Marauding Raptors are safe. Definitely one of them. Next Topiary, continue the ramping domination. Domri plus Topiary. I guess Domri Anarch of Bolas. I gotta differentiate that. We're using 2 Domri things. Ooh, and more lands. Alright, I'm liking this. Oh. Do they finally have a counter spell? Alright, 2 5/3s, that is nice. One 5/3? Okay, that's okay. Eventually. Not sure what they're waiting on. Maybe they thought they could sacrifice Omen of the Sea for 1, but it sacrifices 3, so that's not happening. Trying to pretend and make it look like they have something to do, perhaps? Fires of Invention. Oh, Ghalta. Okay. We need a total of 8. We can get 6 with Castle Garenbrig. 7. Oh, we got it. We got it. Man, this is nice. Beautiful. I'm glad I saw that. I almost missed it. My goodness. That goblin's certainly blocking. Alright. With a Ghalta, I mean, Domri's Ambush, the Queen, you're killing anything. Anything that moves. Just hope the Queen survives. Dark Typhoon not doing much for them. Shifting Ceratops would win us the game. Hasty. 6 damage right there. Alright, so I imagine they got something up their sleeve, or else they would have conceded. We'll try for it, even though they would have done what they need to do. Actually, I should not have done that. can't even play her next turn. Ooh. That's not good. We still might not be dead, but certainly it gives them a little bit too much time. Transmogrify coming up. Or Luris. Then Reflection will make a copy of Titan of Industry and we'll be dead. Oh, interesting. Anchor of the Gods would have been pretty good right about now, unfortunately. It's not a creature. That's not going to win us the game. Let's hope for something, anybody. I don't think we're dead yet, but they could do some nasty explosive things. Yeah, you never know. A deck that cheats out big creatures. Gotta be wary, especially copying with Reflection of Kiki Jiki. Not a fun time. I think they'll make Lair of the Hydra creature, I feel. Pretty sure, yeah. Oh, and it's still land, so wouldn't have mattered whether we put Ghalta on the top or the bottom anyways. Maybe this Sheltered Thicket would have just got us a Rhythm of the Wild. Yeah, that, well, that does it. Yeah, you just don't get what you need no matter what you play sometimes. But I still had a good time. Hopefully you guys did. Nice relaxing time at the very least. Gonna leave it there for tonight. Remember, there's always room for improvement. Have a good evening, afternoon, morning, lunch, brunch. Peace. See you next time. Victor, thanks for watching. JDX as well.